Hello, everybody. It's Roberta. Just wanted to check in with you tonight. Happy Wednesday. Forget what day I'm on. Anyway, I wanted to share with you guys that I have started a 3-day water fast today, which is something new. I've never done fasting before. Um, I remember too, my mom, when we were younger, would like during Lent, there would be times of fasting, and you can bet I avoided that at all costs. But this has been an interesting experience. So I started this morning, and I was preparing. We've been doing it with there's a group as part of the organization that does the water, that machine that I purchased. And I just felt called to participate in this fast, which was a little scary and daunting at first because I thought I love food, and I know that I've had a lot of success in my health journey, working with my beautiful friend Faith, um, to release a lot of the weight that I have been carrying. And so this was like almost, and I haven't eaten as much. I've definitely eaten a lot cleaner. I've definitely done really great with managing my temptations with food, um, and in the process have lost about 90 pounds. So, and yet I was feeling called to do this fast, and so that was a little scary because I thought, okay, so now I'm taking my my journey with food to a whole different level. And it's been an interesting day. I noticed that I definitely craving foods. When I prepare my brother's meals, I've been like, every time I like want to take a bite, and I'm like, oh shoot. So it's very interesting to see just how attached to food I am. But I'm doing this fast for a lot of different reasons, and I understand that yes, you can lose weight on a fast, but that is not the reason why I'm doing this fast. I'm taking on this fast because it's more of a mental thing for me. Oops, I'm sorry, I have my phone going. Um, but it's more of a mental thing for me because, on the one hand, again, I've never done a fast, so and I have patterns around food. And so I'm very curious to see like what it would take to break that connection and almost commitment to food that I have. What would it be like to break free from that chain of that need for food? Um, and obviously, I'm doing this in a safe manner. We're working with a detox and vitality coach, as well as a doctor that is works with anti-aging and things like that. And we're being guided. We've been prepped, so I'm taking all the precautions. But in 3 days, it's just a 3-day fast. Um, but it would be interesting to see. It's interesting already to see today the stories that I have around food, and even the stories I have around what my body is experiencing through this process. I've been reading because we have a special Facebook group for those of us that are on the fast, and they have videos of, live videos about what you're going through, and people are posting what they're experiencing, and a lot of people are experiencing headaches. With fasting, we release toxins, so it creates like headaches. Some people are feeling nausea, lethargy, and things like that. And I've really been working on um, really choosing how I look at things, choosing the reality that I'm experiencing. And so this has been a really great experience for me today because part of what I'm looking at is, um, as I'm seeing all the experiences people are having, I've noticed that I've also been like, oh yeah, I'm having a headache, and kind of like falling into that same norm as everyone else. And I really want to take this opportunity to really see like how much can I shift my thinking and really shift my reality. So I did start to experience headaches, and I noticed I started to go into that almost like the habit of how to act when you have a headache. Like I started to be like, oh, my like my even my body was like, oh, my head, and and I started to to play into that space of suffering. I don't know if that makes sense. And then I realized what I was doing. So then I thought, okay, what would it take to not fall into this reality's ideas of what it feels like to be on a fast? What would it take? Hmm, what would it take to have ease and joy and glory on this process? And what would it take to create it to be something totally different for me? So as I was feeling like the headache, I would focus on it, and I was returning it to sender, which is one of the processes I've learned in through one of the tools that I've learned through Access to, because sometimes like 99% of the thoughts, feelings, and emotions that we feel really aren't ours. Um, and so I started to feel like maybe I'm taking on other people, that everyone else that's going through this fast as well. I was taking on their experience of what's going on with their body through this fast. And so I was, using that tool, returning to sender with consciousness and love. And everywhere I bought it as mine, I now destroy and uncreate it times a gazillion, right and wrong, good and bad, pot and pock, all nice, boys and beyonds. And so I noticed that slowly the headache would lift. I still feel a little discomfort, but I'm really looking at it like, instead of saying, oh, that hurts, I'm looking at it like, oh, that's an interesting sensation. So I'm just trying to be, I'm just being present to the sensations that my body is feeling. I was feeling a sense of like the hunger pains and things. And again, I would take a deep breath. I would drink my water, which is the ionized water that I've been from my machine that I've been using, which is helping this process a lot more as well. But again, just shifting how I'm choosing to look at and experience the sensations that my body is going through. And then on top of that, that kind of leads to the next thing, because it's like I was just talking with my dear friend Alma, and I was telling her that it's kind of like, because I've never done this before and taking this on, it's only 3 days, and yet 3 days of no food. Um, when I first was thinking about it, it seems kind of daunting. But at the same time, I'm looking at it like, we have this idea of what we require every day in the way of food. And again, just seeing what is my body really capable of that I never knew or realized that it was capable of before. And if I can complete this fast, and again, I am being very conscious and deliberate in how I am going through it emotionally and mentally. Um, and I'm being very conscious about my actions and my thoughts. So part of what I'm thinking is, if I can, if I can get through this 3 day fast and have it be with ease and joy and glory, like, what else can I create with everything else that I'm trying to accomplish in my life? From building my businesses, um, to creating abundance and money rolling into me freely and fully. I mean, all these other things that I'm taking on, like even continuing on my healing journey of forgiving and releasing, like, what else is possible if I can see in this 3 day space, almost like an experiment, of really practicing the tools that I've been using and really being deliberate and conscious in how I choose to be in the process. Like, what else is possible and how does it get any better? So I just wanted to share that with you, because I don't know. I just felt compelled to share that. I don't know if that resonates for anybody, if the idea of even just being conscious and aware of your thoughts and who you're being in your day. I don't know if that's something that would resonate for some of you, but I just felt compelled to share, and I've learned to trust my intuition. It's really been a blessing to me, especially in the past couple months. So I wanted to share, and I'll keep you guys posted on my journey. It's been almost 24 hours without food, and strictly water. And again, there are guidelines. I don't encourage you to just decide tomorrow to take on a water fast without having the research and getting the guidelines on how to properly and safely do it. But yeah, this is a very interesting experience, and I'm really whew, taking it in with gratitude for the healing that is going to be taking place not only in my body, but in my heart and in my mind. And I look forward to it. Um, and yeah, that's my day today. So I just wanted to share that with you guys. I truly hope that you all are having an awesome day. I know it's late, so probably some of you are already in bed. But if you see this in the morning, then I hope that you have an awesome day whenever you watch this video. And for those of you that are following me on YouTube, I have my links below for my Facebook and my Instagram page. You're more than welcome to follow me. If you feel called to do so, I'm hoping that my sharing of my life and my journey to healing and creating my new reality is something that will contribute to your lives. So thank you for listening. Thank you for joining me tonight. Thank you for being with me on this journey. And thank you for allowing me to contribute to you in any way that I do. So happy Wednesday. Tomorrow is my goddess day. I'm looking forward to it. And again, it'll be interesting to see how it goes while I'm on my fast, but I am still looking forward to it. So have a great night. And please don't forget, and I'm reminding myself to stop, breathe, ground, and center. Have a great night. I love you guys.